Hey you guys, come on Saturday. Today's video we're going to look at pivoting. Okay, I mentioned last week that we'd be doing the pivoting drills today. So let's do it. Okay, so pivoting is very important for so many things, for your hand strikes, for your kicks, to change position, sometimes to make techniques more powerful, such as joint locks and things like that. It's really the foundation of all movement. Okay, so even when I'm stepping, if I'm stepping forward, it really is like when I'm doing a shifting, there's a pivoting, I'm stepping forward, it's like I'm doing a little pivot as well. The power you develop from the pivot transfers into your steps. Okay, so very important. Okay, so the first pivoting I want to cover is the shifting, which you see in the Wing Chun style shifting, okay, which I've done before, and then we're also going to have pivoting where your whole body moves. Okay, so shifting, you essentially stay in one spot, but you're just changing positions. Okay, that's the first form of pivoting, and then you have pivoting where, of course, your body will move. Okay, so for shifting, all right, get into your stance here. Okay, so open up. All right, and what you want to do is when you shift, you want to find, so like you're turning on the ball of your foot, or maybe the center of your foot. Okay, like that. Okay, and have this hand come out at the same time too. So this helps you connect the hand with the hip. Okay, because you wouldn't do that, right? Right, you do here. Okay, the hip is what's driving you forward. Okay, one trick I was taught a long time ago is, in order to really make sure your hips are what's driving it, slap your leg to make sure that that's what's driving you forward. Okay. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to be shifting to the point when you're going off center like that. Okay, I saw a horrible, absolutely horrible demo one time where some guy's shifting like this, which you were, look at this, you're so off balance here, and you're swinging around your opponent. I mean, you're just asking to get, to get beaten up with that. Okay, so what you're really doing here is I'm doing my shifting, but I'm staying right in the center here. Now I'm changing my angle, but I'm still in center. My position, the angle of my body is changing, but I'm still basically in the same position. Maybe a couple of inches, but that's it, right? Boom, 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 okay? First kind of shifting. All right, now the next kind, we have the pivoting when your body's gonna move. Hold on one second, my shoe here. 1 second. All right. And we also have the one when your body will move. Now, you can do quarter pivots, so that's 90 degrees. You can do half pivots, which is 180 degrees. And then you also have 270 degrees. No, 180, 270. Yeah, and then 360. Now, however, 360, that's sometimes using kicks when people spin around, but I really don't think it's a good idea because I don't like giving your back to the opponent. But still, some people train that. But we're going to cover the 90, 180, and 270 today. Okay? 90, 180, 270. Okay, so for 90 degrees in here, I want to end up here. Okay? So in order to do that, I need to kind of push off with this leg and end up here. Okay? Push off and up here. But make sure when I do, the big mistake here is people put their weight all the way on this leg, and when they come forward, and they end up being all forward like this, off balance, all the way on this leg, which is a very bad position to be in. Okay, you want to be centered, always centered. Okay, center. So really, center means that some people will tell you to keep your weight on your back leg. That's kind of true, but don't take it too far. Okay, like some people are like this. Don't take it too far, okay? Keep your weight more on your back leg. They tell you that because they don't want you to have on your front leg, okay? But you want to be centered. The best way to think of it is you imagine that there's a pole running through the top of your head and the other end of it goes out through your butt, okay? And that pole is always vertical. If I'm doing this, I'm not vertical at all. I'm doing this, now I'm vertical, okay? So here, right? 90-degree turn, okay? I also go the opposite way. See? Opposite. All right? But no matter what, you always want to be centered, okay? So, just there, for example, okay, I did the turn. Now, okay, I'm in a position where I can strike this way. It's also possible I could temporarily have my weight a bit more on my lead leg. I could do that, but I would need to kind of attack right away to get back to center. So maybe I will do that a little more and bang, 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 and now I'm back to center, okay? So there are times, learn the basic method first, all right? Being centered. And then after that, you can play with it a bit, all right? So even though I'm still centered, I mean, even my okay, my weight is a bit more on my lead leg, but I am still centered, all right? I'm not like completely out balanced. I'm still centered, bang, 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 right? Okay, if I wasn't centered, I would have a very hard time stepping forward. Okay, if I'm way off, the only way I can step forward is I bring this lead leg up, all right? But if you can be somewhat opposition, all right, and still step forward, right, or step back, then you know that you have center, okay? All right, so that's the 90-degree turn. Then we have the 180. Okay, 180 is best done in a straight line. Just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. What if someone is a good kicker and you need to cover some distance quickly? Right. Well, I could step back. Right. I could do this kind of a pendulum step back to cover a bit more distance, okay? Or I could also pivot as well, okay? That's one application. Another one is, let's say you're doing a joint lock. Now we have something called the, in Bagua, the lion seizing strike, when you grab someone's arm, right? And you pull it down, you rip them down at that, right? But even more effective than that, I mean, this is good already. If you use a whole body, that's good. I step back, right? That's good. But I can pivot as well. See? See, so that's another way you can really make it more effective, okay? Or if I'm going forward, what if I, okay? I have a hold of someone's arm here. Okay. I bring it down until like an arm bar, right? Okay? This is called a carrying strike, a lower carrying strike when I grab someone's arm here. Okay, or it could be I could grab his coat or something, whatever, right? Bring him down somehow, and then continue, right? Whatever. Like at that point, it's like an open buffet, right? Okay. And then the next one is the 270. This is known in Bagua as the two-step method, okay? Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have my center line, my bottle here. Okay, you can see that? Oh, wait, change the angle a little bit here. There. Okay, this is my water bottle. Okay. All right, there we go, okay. So what I'm gonna do here is this is now the 270-degree pivot. So I'm gonna step in a box around my bottle, okay? I'm gonna step, so I'm gonna start my horse here, open up, and the key with making this pivot turn is the initial movement with your pivoting foot. It's extremely important, okay? So I open up, step through, then this foot, I turn it, look, I turn it. See? Now this foot is already in position. I step through, turn this foot out, and then I come here again, okay? Now the key, this is something where it's better to go slowly. If you go slowly, then you know you've got it. It's very easy to just kind of go, whoa, 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 or just go around really fast, but then you don't have any control, you don't have any balance, okay? It's no different than people who kick, and the only way they can kick is to spin around completely. They can't kick and hold it and retract it, okay? If you can't do that, it just shows a lack of control, okay? Kicking through is fine, all right? But you need to have that control, that balance, all right? Otherwise, it's useless, okay? And any Muay Thai coach or whatever will tell you the same thing. You know, they said, if that's the only way you can do it, and you can't control it, you can't hold it, you gotta work on your balance, okay? All right, so here. So see, once again, I'm here, toe out, step, toe out. See, now the other way, boom, toe out, and there we go, okay? See? And so, when you toe out, you notice one other thing, as I'm toeing out, I'm just gonna back up a little bit here. As I'm toeing out here, this foot is staying rooted. Like I'm not doing this thing where I'm like, whoa, I'm not doing that, okay? I'm here, I toe out, I stay rooted. See? So you have a kind of sliding sound, right? Okay, so here, okay. One, two, three, four, and five, okay? And of course you can add hands with that too, all right? So we do like a dragon straight pushing strike, for example, okay? I'll go one, I'll do a little parry, two, grab, three, parry, four, grab, boom. So grabbing, I'm on the outside, right? Boom, right? Or parry, get my head off line a bit, slip a little bit, slip, bang, bang, okay? So that's another way that it can be used, okay? All right, so there's the different ways of pivoting, okay? So we had the shifting, which is stationary. We had the 90-degree quarter pivots. We had the 180 pivots, and we had this last one, the 270, okay? It's all about balance and control, and understanding your center and feeling and being able to control your center properly, okay? All right, people, your ability to do well in martial arts depends on your control, your mastery of the basics, okay? You know, don't worry about some of these people who tell you about you using 10,000 techniques, okay? You need to know a small number of techniques done with control, with good balance, and most importantly, you're able to do them instinctively, okay? You don't need to have to think about it, okay? That's why it's not good to practice 10,000 things. It's good to practice a small number of things and do them well, so it's there when you need it, all right? Okay, there's a video. Any questions, as always, let me know. I'm going to have the link for my book and course in the description and the comments. Okay, see you soon, guys.